I didn't know the buses ran this late.
They don't.
Notice a lack of human action figures? Screw that race for all I care. It has no role in the world of the biomechanical.
April Fool.
If this were a roll call, it'd be a question of alignment to either side, some established as hero or villain, somewhere in between with a greater overlap of depth. This variety of characters are indeed regulated to the penultimate shelf. This will not change my opinion, nor the factorial interpretation. You are of incredible design. I hate your lack of punch in projectile. You are so brittle, it's a disgrace to the quality of Lego. Iconography of Matt Horak, adapting my most favorite television show, irregardless of medium or genre. Fun factorial. Greg Wiseman, the creator, a lead writer upon Mask of Light. Jim Cummings and Jeff Bennett, known for their roles within Gargoyles, and even played a part in Bionicle years later in The Legend Reborn. Here displayed is the intricate assortment of Robo-Riders. Behind we have Goliath bursting out of stone, and his Griffin rendition from the show, two individual characters. If I squint hard enough, I convince myself I'm looking to a mighty team of Sentai, a conglomerate squadron, reminiscent to what we expect from Toei, and now Hasbro. Regardless of the multicolored armor on display, they are the forefront of our admiration. The Stan Winston figure line. Affordable, incredibly detailed, and above all, dehumanized, such as my favorite film of 2016. Wardrobe top shelf, reminiscent to the 90s and the 80s. Please allow me to elaborate. OG gargoyle figures, from when Kenner existed to butcher with cheap renditions of film properties. They use primitive technology to manufacture toys barely reminiscent to their film counterparts. Lightsabers of the wrong primary color, as well as figures like Princess Leia looking far more masculine. My introduction to Transformers is none other than Beast Wars, when each individual character failed to cast a shadow. 2023 is set to make a return to this incarnation of Transformers. But on the subject of Hasbro, while you can see Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, there is no sponsorship, there is no collaboration. I watched this over the weekend, and I'm absolutely thrilled. Give it your time, give it your laughs. You heard it right here on Rated Exploited. As for the Khajiit-style anthropomorphic figures, this is the action figure line by none other than Stan Winston, well-known creature special effect artist. You may not know his name, you may not know his face, but you do know these immense creations. In the 1950s, C.S. Lewis thrived on the concept of leaving your world for another, only to return in the end to much disappointment. A trope that sickens me to the bone. This wardrobe does not lead to Narnia, however, it leads to a lore of legend. A long-preserved treasure, this is my sealed collection. Figures I've acquired over time, with a conscious budget behind it. I am nowhere near a LEGO museum. I'm unaware of any Legoland preserving Bionicle in this way, which strengthens the purpose I serve right here on YouTube. Taking what I cherish, thriving on what there is, commemorating the legacy that began in 2001, the era that blindsided with the biological chronicle, the time I had no favor for action figures, when Lego was nothing more than a box in my closet. But upon seeing the Toa for the first time in those adverts, everything changed. When I decide to see past questionable design, comprehending what went through the mind of an artist, to the motivations behind the profit, where do I find meaning for myself? Does there exist a reciprocation between fan and creator? Between the moment of inspiration to the final assembly of the figure, this video is to the builder's dedication. We are at video 99. Next week marks the initiation into the triple digits. Upon closing out for this week, consider your list of liked videos. Does it measure in the thousands? Why not add this video to the list? A singular yet beneficial effort. Perform this action, one that you may come to forget. But I dearly hope you do not forget Rated Exploited. I am Rokalai, forever your fellow gamer.